Good morning from AldermanFarms. It's a nice day today. It's not so hot here. It's been smoldering hot. Honestly, the only time I go in the garden is when I have to pick. So I have been doing that, but one thing I have not been doing is weeding the garden. You can see, hey Amanda, you can see we've not been weeding the garden. I've just been stepping on weeds and getting to what I need to get to. I want to tell you, my Japanese long cucumbers are still doing amazing. I picked these for the market Thursday evening, and I already have quite a few like this that I need to pick. They're not getting quite as big. Good morning, North Dakota Pink. So I was saying, we haven't been weeding the garden. I have been picking some stuff. Just everything. You can't hardly tell the plants from the grass. I can, of course, because I planted it. But hey, y'all, but let me tell y'all, with all this rain we've been getting, I'm still able to pick lettuce. So I'm so excited about that. Here's my flower garden that I have never weeded. Hey, Rita. Hey, Cheryl. Yeah. It's just crazy. Everything's been going good here. Tommy has gone to town right now to pick. I'm picking. He's gone to town to, this is my sunflower, to get feed for the animals. He has been so very busy. He's not even been in the garden. He's gonna die when he sees it, how bad it is, because it's just worse and worse and worse. There's my mortgage lifters, still not staked. Maybe we'll do that today. I doubt it though, because we have pig problems. Tommy's going to be dealing with that. We have chicks in a small stall we've got to get out. I'm out here to pick the green beans, but I realized, I thought, we have not gone live in so long in the garden. I just want to give you an update. I've been busy. It's my busy time of year with the farmers market. Here's some squash, what's left of the squash plants, if you can see them in there. I'll pick a few squash today. My yellow squash is about gone though. That was white I was showing you. I have a couple. There's a huge one right there, but we'll eat it. Anyway, Tommy has just been so busy with work. I mean, just so very busy. And so with his job that pays us, anyway, and we haven't started picking our big tomatoes yet. We've let the Florida weed get away from us yet again. We're just not good at staying on it, but there I am going to pick some tomatoes eventually if the bugs leave it alone. I am starting to pick a few cherry tomatoes. This is my, what is this called? Oh, I think golden pear. They're a very delicious cherry tomato. I'm going to come in here and squeeze through the rows. You can see what a mess that is, but I do weave in and out of there. Have lots of them coming on. I need to get out here and try and do something with these. And of course, they're indeterminate, which means that they continue to grow. So, and this is between my snap beans and my tomatoes. You see I've got issues far down there. Can you zoom this? Yeah. See down there where they're kind of together? I have to get down there and do something with that. That wasn't like that Thursday. I picked these beans. What made me think about it too, I picked these green beans Thursday. Did I pick them Thursday evening? No, Wednesday evening. I was gonna pick yesterday evening. I was just too tired. You see, it's got a lot of grass, no big deal. I've already picked half of this row. Not half of it, a third of it. And I've already got a gallon of green beans. I've got a little bit more than a gallon because you'll see them down here. Hey, but this morning, Pia, it was really nice. And that's why I'm out here trying to get the beans picked before. I've got stuff I've got to do inside. I'm going to be making a video on, hopefully today, on what to do if you guys have zucchini squash that gets giant on you. Because I have a great recipe, so I'm going to be doing that today. And I'm going to have to, of course, work on snap beans. There's more. I have more in the fridge. I'm going to dehydrate some today. But I want to show y'all, I mean, it's just been keeping me so busy because you know I do the farmer's market. Here's some. I haven't picked these, but you see them just hanging. I'm so glad we only did 2 rows this year and not 3. We usually do 3 rows because this is plenty enough green beans for us. And I counted, I actually have 31 quarts from last year. So anyway, I've got to do, I'm not doing as many canned green beans, but I am going to try some dehydrated. So they're just hanging, you know, just hanging. And I mean, I know it's a good problem to have to come out here and pick and have so many green beans. But hey, I wanted to tell y'all too, I am absolutely loving the cattle panels. I don't know if you can see the cattle panel in here. I think you can. I absolutely love running the green beans on it. I really, really like it. I'm going to show you my this end of the tomatoes, the cherry tomatoes, and I want to show you, this is Golden Pearl. This is about my favorite tomato, cherry tomato. It is amazing. And you see, these have outgrown their Florida weave. My tomatoes are leaning over to the green beans. And so I'm going to have to do something with that before I can actually even get in here and pick the green beans on this side. I pick, the way I do my green beans, look at that cluster of green beans. Hanging like grapes. The way I do my green beans, I pick down the middle of the 2 rows and I reach through and I pick as much as I can on the other side too. That's why I like using the cattle panels, because your hand fits right through them. And then I pick the other sides, and there's not much left to pick over there, so because I've reached through and got it. So I want to show you too, this is, I'll have to look at my chart, but if you can see over there, that's my Romas or either my Amish paste. I don't remember which ones I planted first. And so they're just have tons of tomatoes on them. So I'm excited about canning tomatoes and making some salsa. But you know, with doing the market, you know, I'm busy on Tuesday. And hey y'all, I can't really see the chat good right now, but I'm gonna look back through it. So if you want to post any questions. I've told y'all I made a big mistake, a big boo-boo, planting peas. Oh, and I see my first pea bloom. This is okra, and it's finally grown up above the peas. But here's a pea bloom right there. That's the first one I've seen this year. That's the first one on there. And so I have this forest. That's not all weeds, that's peas too. I'm gonna show you right here. I will not do this again because you see that's peas in the middle of the row right there. And so I'm gonna have to step on them. I've got to come out here and pick my okra. I think I saw Pia, and see that one's ready right there. Ask about how I like the burgundy okra, and I'm really, really liking it. We haven't got to eat that much of it. But I am going to pick that today. I have to wear gloves when I pick okra and squash because it makes me itch so bad. And of course I have on my long pants and my long sleeve shirt. So, but I'm going to get right here. The sun's not out, so maybe I better see the chat and answer any questions. And it's not a long video because I've got to get busy. Friday market was not that good. Good morning, Brenda. I had a lot of bread left. I baked like I normally bake, and I should have cut down. Usually as it gets towards the end of the month, we're not as busy. I hadn't even counted up the money, but I'm sure I made some money and everything. But, you know, unfortunately, we know the guys at the emergency room pretty good because we've raised 4 kids here. And, you know, now I have Mama, which unfortunately we've visited the emergency room there. And I have a couple of the guys that work there that's that comes to the farmer's market regularly. And so I brought them some bread. And I've been wanting to bring our vet clinic some bread from when Tommy had the dog attack, because he helped me so much. Our vet helped us so much, and so did the girl in the office talking with me, figuring out if Tommy needed to get treated for rabies, which he didn't. Our dogs were not out of date with their shots, but they were due their shots like in 2 days after the dog attack. So, you know, we wanted to be cautious with that and everything because rabies can kill you. And usually does kill you if you get rabies. This is not a snap bean bloom. That is morning glory. We have those growing in here too with the snap beans. But anyway, so I brought some bread to the vet clinic, and so everybody appreciated, they were tickled. So I was able to bless some people. Even though I didn't sell all my bread, I was able to bless some people. So anyway, I'll definitely make more, I'll make less bread next week, and then as it gets towards the 1st of July, I'll make more, you know, I'll increase it. I shouldn't have made so many. Yeah, okie dokie acres. I don't know. I kind of try and step my weeds down. I don't know that we're going to be, we'll be getting any weeds out of this garden, I tell you. I was really hoping to keep up with it better, but, you know, we just are so busy, so. And I am starting to sweat out here in the garden. It was really, really nice temperatures. We had rain come through last night, so, anyway, it's still decent out here. It's not too bad. But y'all, another thing that's been going on with us is that we have had air conditioner problems. Our air conditioning has been out, and of course, you know, we don't know how to fix air conditioners. Actually, it was a bigger job than if, you know, even if it wasn't a little something, it was actually the coils. I came home, I had a little doctor's appointment Wednesday for a checkup, and I went and I came home and I noticed this little a whistling sound, and I checked the vents and air really wasn't coming out the vents, and I thought, oh, we've had ants before getting the thing outside, and I thought, oh, we must have ants, but I kept hearing that whistling sound and realized it was coming from the unit in the utility room, and I opened it up and it was frozen solid. And so I turned it off, and you know, thank God Mama lives right next door, so we were able to go over there and everything. And so after it unthawed, I could see where that Freon stuff was leaking out. So I called my air conditioning man, and what was really neat, I ran into him. You know, I don't see him that often, and we didn't know him before, but we've had him out a couple of times doing a few things at Mama's and here. And he came. I had seen him at the farmer's market last Friday, and then I actually saw him at the wedding Saturday that we went to, and he was telling us that, you know, they were really praying and trying to decide if they were going to, if he works offshore, if he was going to come home and start, you know, full-time doing the air conditioning from, you know, and that be his job. And you know, so he's just waiting to, you know, for God to really show him and everything. So when I called him, I texted him because I knew he was at church Wednesday night when I realized that about the air and everything. And I said, I hope you're home and everything. And he told me that, you know, that this is going to be his last time to go offshore. He was home, and so he's going to be doing this full time. And he was able to come. And yesterday I spent 2 nights at Mama's because it was just, you know, we've got a trailer and it's not even as, you know, it's not as insulated as a house. So anyway, so I've been juggling, you know, doing without air. Sorry, I put my hand in front of the camera. Doing without air, and you know, I'm really busy. I have 2 days a week that I'm not doing the farmer's market besides the weekend. And between trying to get the snap beans put up and dealing with stuff, it's just, y'all, I've just been so busy, which I know y'all are all busy too, but that's why we haven't really been doing any updates from the garden like we had been doing. Really busy picking and trying to preserve our food for the year and everything. So yeah, and as soon as I'm gonna be the tomatoes will be coming in just a little bit. So, and just probably just a couple of weeks, I'll be starting to can tomatoes and everything. So it's just going to get busier, but you know what? It's just for a short amount of time, and you got to do it while you have it. So anyway, yeah, I didn't even try and stay in the trailer with the air conditioning off because it was just too hot. There was no way I could have stayed in the trailer. So anyway, we stayed at Mama's where we have air conditioning. Hey, Hidden Hollow Homestead and Daniel. Our mosquitoes, you know, I used to attract mosquitoes, Pia, but I've gotten to where they're not bothering me so bad, but the gnats are still getting me like crazy. So yeah, North Dakota Pink, I need to have a harvest party. My sister's actually here, Evie, and she said she would help me snap some of the snap beans. So anyway, I'm going to get on that, and I just want to say hello. Tommy, I'm sure, is going to be doing a video later showing y'all what he's doing out in the big pasture. And you know, I see I have a turkey out over there. The dogs aren't bothering it though. I may leave it for Tommy to have to catch, but don't tell him. I'll just act like I didn't see it. No, I'm just teasing. Anyway, I'm gonna sign off for now. I'm starting to sweat, and we'll see y'all. I'll see you Sunday night at 8 o'clock. Is it 8? Is it 9? Is it 8 o'clock? Sorry. If not before. Hope y'all are having a great day.